BuLLDoG Jackson be happy about it. Jack Sejuani, something that they probably would like. Okay. Not going to happen. That's Ezreal. All right, BuLLDoG. That's what we're talking about.
Now you need something like a Jax, something that can side lane. I think the Gragas feels very safe into either option. It will, of course, be the Renekton that he opts it into. But Poppy going to be the jungle pick now. You have Azir with some mid-plyo. And you also have a ton of power on the bottom side of the map right now as T1 before this Ezreal comes online.
All right, T1 fans extraordinarily loud, but we got a good cheer on the Kwangdong side of Lol Park. So
it's actually Faker against Coco from Longzhu.
Wow. So quite
even
a long
longer
time
than
ago.
I thought, yeah.
Yes, and I think that might have just been it. All right, we're ghosting forward, and Exhaust does come through here as they get flash out from Taeyoon. You know, Jungle Ezreal, another one of those things is Oner going to get a Q out from YungJae, who does do a fair bit of work there. BuLLDoG making his way over, but isn't actually going to be able to help with the fight, I don't think. As Steadfast Presence comes down, they get the flash out from Oner. Nice Mystic shot there to follow him up. And Renekton will still be very strong in the mid portions of the game. As Faker taking a fair bit of damage, YungJae's wandering over, level 5 for the Sejuani, so BuLLDoG's the one to deal with there. As now Taeyoon's just going to dive forward. They're looking for the all-in. As Gumayusi's exhausted, great Ultra Mega Fire Kick there from Keria to get rid of the Zeri. Still, they do manage to get a couple of summoner spells as Oner does get the flash out from YungJae, who will claim the Rift Herald. And he's going to have to flash as well. So flash for flash, and Rift Herald goes over to Kwangdong Freaks.
Fortunately, it's a good flash from YungJae, and the smite misses, a little bit mistimed from Oner. And Taeyoon, man, he is just putting off a ton of damage. Great detach here as well for some additional trading. And this lane, obviously in the early levels, can struggle.
I was a little bit frightened about that one. As okay, he's just going to go for it. Pressing the dominance buttons, just continuing to assert his ultimate. Like they do have a large amount of control as here we are towards the bottom side. Keria in a bit of trouble, had to ult himself once again as Oner comes through, gets that ult off and gets the heroic charge into the wall, and now Faker, he'll turn up and look for that first blood. There is 4,500 assists for Faker and a double kill for Gumayusi.
White gun here, going to do a ton of damage to this turret and pick up a lot of plate gold. 4,500 assists, as you mentioned.
There it is.
First player to ever do so. But the Drake goes over as well. Insult to
pretty comfy. And now YungJae, he's down here as well to try and defend. I don't know whether he can as... Oh my goodness, True Shot Barrage is massive, but still Gumayusi is more massive. A cat is going to be taken out as well.
Can they get out of here though?
And yeah, Dudu coming on in. That is a pick the gap on the Glacial Prison. And Ultra Mega Fire Kick is going to buy some space here as well, as BuLLDoG will move down. They get some flashes out, as Oner looking to try and escape this one, as Faker has been put into position. So Kwangdong Freaks, they're looking for the second Rift Herald, as Zeus looking to come round as well. There's a teleport in, as Oner finds a heroic charge. Don't know about that one, as Dudu is just going to get thrown around like a rag croc. And T1, they will be able to defend. They don't get the Rift Herald.
Well defended here by the side of T1, but they win the fight, and now we're trying to push mid.
All right, Ultra Mega Fire Kick is in goes Zeus. He does manage to get the Body Slam Flash. Taeyoon's going to ult just to try and offer something back. True Shot Barrage is decent, but it's not going to be enough. The cat this time will be spared. And thank you, Keria, for demonstrating that, because we've seen it lose in this matchup a couple of times, and it's just... it's weird, because it shouldn't happen. And of course, you know, like this particular matchup exactly has been very favored towards Emilio's. I'm going to have to hold that thought, as there's a potential team fight, as this first Hex Tech Drake is going down low. It is going to be claimed there as Faker has to go golden. They get the Drake, but can they save the Pigeon? He is going to be able to make it out, as Dudu pressed his R button, but isn't able to do too much more than that. So Soul Point goes over to T1 basically for free here. Just had to expend some health bar from Faker.
Faker also going to push this turret down. They can turn this into a Sun Disc, and they will. And this is it really was. I mean, that series is worse than the Gen G one for how that one turned out and changed.
Okay, there it is. They managed to find Gumayusi immediately. He's out of there, though, because Carrier has access to an R button.
So in order for him to get value, he needs to be threatening Guma and then getting Gale. Oh, okay, Oner.
That is you and me interrupted, as Jun looking a little bit silly for now, as Youngjae taking the Rift Scuttler, though. So throw the Glacial Prison out, though, as BuLLDoG throws out a few skill shots, but isn't able to find too much, as in goes Faker immediately. Taeyun and BuLLDoG are out of there. Faker taking a fair bit of damage, as Gumayusi is terrifying. He's got that Cozy Campfire, and it should have a more aggressive name than that, I think.
You still got Cask available, you still got Poppy Ultimate. This is not going to be a fight you want to take as Quantum, but you have to try because you can't give over Hextech Soul. Faker.
Oh, Faker taking so much damage here, but not going to die just yet. Does have teleport, so he can get back into the fight if he would like to.
Faker doesn't have vision.
They're trying to get set up to try and lock him down, and they do manage to interrupt there as does get imprisoned, and Faker will be taken out. He does use the Zhonya's to buy a whole lot of time. True Shot Barrage flies in as, oh, the fantastic ult comes out from Oner, and that will guarantee Hextech Soul in trade for Faker. And I think
they're trying to walk in, and this is a risky call.
Okay, it's Quantum Freaks that are doing the Baron. I wasn't quite expecting that. However, they're now going to look to move their way over. Dudu taking so much damage here. The Dominus does come up, and Oner, he's kept alive by Carrier. Dudu now trying to make his way out. The Crocodile is going to die, though, as Youngjae gets back over the wall. He secures the Baron, but can they stay alive is the question. I think the answer might be yes for maybe BuLLDoG.
Maybe BuLLDoG.
But Zeus is going to try and say no here as he's inside.
He still has
the
Cask
campfire. Yeah, does have the cast. Didn't find the barrel, but there is going to be the Body Slam Flash, and BuLLDoG just going to be thrown around. That is the belly bop, I guess, as now we're going to look for Gumayusi once again with an ultimate. Youngjae not going to find it. True Shot Barrage also finds nothing, and Youngjae is going to die. Does get healed up quite a lot, but it's not going to work out as the bomber goes slightly wide. Party cast, though, you deserve it.
And Faker is next in line, 2,000 gold behind him. It's a pretty disastrous situation.
Whoa. June, he's almost just dead. That was a lot of damage there from Faker. And Dudu now just going to be, the next target on the chopping block.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolute.
You found the answer
here from T1. As Dudu was thinking about flanking, and then the people he was flanking decided to flank him. As Oner is looking to chase him down now. Dudu, where are we going to go? What is the plan here? As Faker's in the bottom lane, just pushing this wave in. He's going to grab an inner turret. See what more he's able to collect here, as Dudu's just going to continue his safari.
Yeah, I mean, he's not really pulling T1 off of any objectives either, unfortunately. This is all for nothing.
Well, he's doing something. It might involve dying here as he misses the Q, and so they're going to keep him at arm's length, and Dudu should eventually go down. Heroic Charge does come forward, and, you know, spinning around, he flashes away and slices and dices. All right, so Dudu might just be all right.
And all the while, Kwangdong Freaks cleared boards in their own.
Yeah, I mean, some respite though, Wolf.
Yeah, sadly.
And look at this.
He's going to get a bounty?
This is genius.
Oh!
Look at this guy. Gets a teleport, continues to slice around.
Right, how much more value is this guy going to get right now?
I have absolutely no idea, but it may not be very much more.
Banshee's
Banshee's Veil. There we go. That was the amount more value.
Whoa! Okay, well, Elder
that was an expensive safari.
Elder is spawning here. Let's see if Quantum can win without the Renekton.
Well, Bomber comes down as Zeri skates away. It's a lot of damage onto Carrier, but Taeyun is just going to explode. It's the Poppy that picks up the kill, but I think we all know that Gumayusi did the majority of the work on that one. And now BuLLDoG, the backup 80 carry, is trying to get some work done, but Zeus is just so huge, and Jun by himself, he ain't gonna do it. Gumayushi's gonna grab the double in the end. Youngjae gonna be the next one to fall, and T1, I have a feeling, just gonna march down this mid lane and finish off this game.
Guma Aphelios, a thing of beauty, a thing to fear. And once again, with Carrier's support, these two just rule the day. Faker had plenty of amazing plays this game too. Dealt with the Ezreal quite well in the early game. But man, this was all about that early double kill for Guma and how he pushed that lead every single lane across the map. T1,
oh man,
clean start.
Absolutely. Nexus is going to go down as that was a GA that Dudu had, so he's unfortunately going to die a couple of times. As T1 now going to look for the last few kills here. The bomber flies in. Looks like Taeyun is going to agree to stay on the fountain as T1 will walk away victorious.
풀이야. 궁 도나? 풀 알아?
제리 궁 안 돌아. 풀도 썼어.
안 돌아.
네네 5초. 일단
좀 대줘라.
레넥 풀만 막아봐. 일단 타.
타워 둘 다 깨자 일단. 아래 것까지.
레넥 풀이고.
깨.
깨. 타워 치면 끝날 듯? 타워 치면 끝날 듯? 타워 치자. 나 제리 날릴게.
잡자 이거.
잡자.
홈런 쳤다. 나이스. 한 볼 수 있는데.
일량 좀 올릴게.
까비. 밀어줬어.